for you, I run the world, I'd run the miles. The way you look at me, I think I'm going insane. It's crazy how we started out to what the love became. You need me, say my name. Don't ever hesitate. It's 2 a.m. outside, when I'm with you I feel way too high. You know you got me going crazy, baby. I just need to know that you will stay, please, yeah. With you I feel too high.
What's up, guys? If I could give one piece of advice to somebody looking to get into shape, this would be it. But first, if you're new to this channel, my name is Tony Byer. I'm relatively new to YouTube myself, but I've got some big plans for this channel. Every week I'll be posting a new video that gives you step-by-step instructions on how to build your best body ever. So if that sounds good to you, please consider hitting that subscribe button along with the bell icon so you never miss a video. Also, if you're interested in knowing more about me, I'll leave a link in the description below to the About page on my website so that you can decide for yourself if I'm worthy to be giving you this information. Okay, so I've been training for about 10 years now, and if there was one concept that I wish I could implant in people's brains, it would be the concept of bulking and cutting. Now, I think that a lot of people are familiar with these, but they don't really know how to use them to maximize their results. I also believe that men tend to focus more on bulking and women tend to focus too much on cutting, and everybody's chasing that perfect physique, but everybody's missing one side of the equation. So today I want to teach you everything you need to know about bulking and cutting, how to use them individually and together to reach your ultimate goal. As soon as you understand the relationship of these two cycles, you'll have a perfect foundation and everything you need to create a body like a fitness model. So let's start with cutting. Cutting is when you decrease your body fat percentage by consuming fewer calories than you burn in a day. Keep in mind though that just because you're losing weight doesn't necessarily mean you're losing fat. You have to cut in the right way, otherwise you risk losing muscle, which is the last thing you want to have happen. So the best way to cut is to create an aggressive calorie deficit without being reckless. So an aggressive calorie deficit is about 20% below your total daily energy expenditure. And your total daily energy expenditure is the number of calories total that your body burns throughout a day. So there's a couple different ways that you can figure out what this number is. One, you can use this formula, or you can use a blog post that I wrote that comes with a handy little calculator that does that math for you. Link in the description below. Next, you'll want to make sure that you're getting enough protein in a day to maintain your muscle while you cut. You can multiply your body weight in pounds by 0.8 to get your minimum daily requirement of protein in grams. The final step for cutting is making sure you get some resistance training at least 2 to 3 days per week. This is going to help make sure that your muscle doesn't break down because your body is far less likely to break down muscle that's being used. And when I say resistance training, I mean grabbing a weight that's going to challenge you. Don't grab the 2.5 pounders. Why do they even make those? Okay, so let's move on to bulking. Bulking is the opposite of cutting. Bulking is eating more calories than you burn in a day with the intention of building muscle. Bulking also works differently for men and women. Men can expect to gain muscle at about twice the rate that women do, and their muscle building potential is far greater than that of women. This is great news for women who are worried about getting too big because it means you can bulk without getting bulky. Side note, the women that look really manly are either taking male hormones or they've decreased their body fat percentage to borderline unhealthy levels. So don't take steroids, don't get your body fat into the single digits, and you should be fine. One more thing to understand about bulking, a good bulk gains fat and muscle at a 1-to-1 ratio. So yes, you get fatter when you go into a bulk. That's okay though, because once you reach a certain body fat percentage, you can cut the fat and keep all of that newly developed muscle. So to achieve that 1-to-1 fat to muscle ratio gain, you should create a calorie surplus of about 10% over your total daily energy expenditure. And again, there is a link to where you can calculate it in the description below. Protein requirements are a little bit higher when you're bulking and should be about 1 gram per pound of body weight. Your training style when you're bulking is just like it is when you're cutting. Do a decent amount of heavy resistance training and limit your cardio to no more than 20 to 30 minutes 1 to 3 times per week. Okay, so that's bulking and cutting. Now let's talk about how you can combine them to build your best body ever. The process is simple. You cycle between building muscle and cutting fat until you're happy with what you see in the mirror, and then you move to a maintenance phase. But how do you know when to switch between cycles? There's a lot of different ways you can do this, but I like to stay lean throughout the year, so here's what I recommend you do. If you're a woman with a body fat percentage over 25%, then you should start with a cut and cut down to between 18 and 20%. Once you're in that range, then you're going to switch over to a bulk. Conversely, if your body fat percentage is at or below 20%, you should start with a bulk. And for anybody between 20 and 25%, you can pick either direction to start. For men, you should start with a cut if your body fat percentage is above 15% and cut down to about 8 to 10% body fat before switching over to a bulk. Start with a bulk if your body fat is at or below 10%, and if your body fat percentage is between 10 and 15%, then you can go either direction. If you follow these guidelines, you'll stay lean enough so that you stay motivated throughout the process of building your body, because nothing sucks worse than getting so fat that you can't stay motivated. Now for a little bonus tip for those of you who have stuck with me this long, you can expect to start seeing your abs somewhere around 10% for men and 20% for women. This is always a nice little extra goal to shoot for, and the more specific your goals are, the better off you're gonna be. Have you ever done a bulk before, or a cut, or both? Let me know your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, peace.
I swear you got me high and I ain't talking about no drugs. So all I need is you. I swear your love is like my plug. Hey baby, I might come and steal your heart. I'll make a crime scene designer on your tight jeans, some diamonds for you.